Hey guys, this is Dr. Sean Patterson, and I just wanted to check in with you today on the idea of seasonal flus, viruses, colds, sick kids, that kind of thing. I just had some patients this morning that reminded me that it's time to check in on this issue. Had one patient tell me that she had a flu vaccine, and I guess by the look on my face, she didn't think I agreed with that, so I kind of explained my position. I want to talk to you guys about that. Do vaccinations work? They absolutely can work, and they do work, but how effective are they? No one really knows till they get in your body. And then the question is always, well, if you got sick, was it because of the vaccine, or did it just not work? Or if you didn't get sick, was it because of the vaccine, or did you just not, or did you just have a healthy immune system, and did you not need it? So you never really know about these things. So what I like to speak more about is healthy immune system. And most people don't know that the gut is what's responsible for your immune system. Other organs, absolutely, but the gut has a direct effect on your immune system. It's actually called the second brain in neuroscience. Did you know the brain and the gut actually share the same neurotransmitters, pain pathways, things like that? Serotonin's made in the gut. Those healthy bacteria called probiotics that live in the gut, they're responsible for producing things like serotonin and for modulating immune system. And when you take things like antibiotics, you kill bacteria. The strong bacteria that live that you didn't kill with the antibiotics start to multiply, and then I think statistically every 6 months or so you're going to have a high incidence of getting the same sort of bacterial infection again, this time more resistant to antibiotics. So that's why flu vaccines, antibiotics, all these things, there is a time and a place for them, but I find they're very, very commonly overused, and I think people are being mismanaged through excess antibiotics and vaccines. So what do you do to be healthy? Here are some of my favorite things. Number one, this time of year, start taking a good quality probiotic. Please don't just run into your health food store and buy whatever's on the shelf. They are not created equally. So email me or send me a message somehow, or pop in or call my office, but make sure you find out about what I recommend and why, because sometimes supplements just don't work because of quality, and other times they don't work because they're not meant for your body. It's just not indicated for you. So what else? I love to hear things about I'm not letting my child go outside because it's cold and I don't want them to get sick or they're under the weather. But I kind of laugh because bacteria and viruses love warm and moist conditions. So when you're bundling your kid up under all those blankets, letting them sweat in their bed, not letting them go outside to play, you're actually giving a better environment for things to flourish. So I'm not saying send your kids to school or put them in public places, but definitely let them go get some fresh air. If you're concerned about them being cold, then bundle them up. But remember, once again, fevering is a way that the body elevates its temperature because viruses and bacteria can't thrive up and upwards of 98, 99, 100 degrees. So fevers are your friend. Fevers are how your body gets rid of things that don't belong and infectious invaders. But just remember, you got to keep track of the fever. I'm not an advocate of letting the fever go too high for too long, but once again, that is kind of a per case thing, which how long should I have a fever for? How long should I let it go for? I just think in our culture we're so conditioned to make our kids and ourselves feel better that we actually slow healing down and make things worse because we over medicate or we over compensate in other ways. So far we got the gut health. Obviously that's going to be made better by your diet, less refined sugars, less refined carbohydrates, less pasteurized dairy, and eating lots of raw fruits and vegetables, more veggies and fruits, some nuts and beans, some high quality animal proteins, and keeping all the toxins and food chemicals and artificial flavorings and food dyes out of your diet. Okay, so there's lots of other ways to be healthy, but I just wanted to check in and say if you are considering having to take an antibiotic or a vaccination, I think it would be a good idea to run those things by me and help me give you some perspective, possibly some natural avenues of going in addition to or instead of those things. Once again, this isn't intended to be legal medical advice, but I am hoping that this will cause you to think about things a little differently, because we are very, very accepting of how Western medicine does things, and there's some great things about Western allopathic medicine. But to be honest, I see alternative health keeping people well and doing it without drugs and surgery, and I see Western medicine more of a sick care. And I just want you guys to be well. So definitely email me, Dr. Sean Patterson at gmail.com. Check out my website, drshawnpatterson.com. And please share your questions and concerns with me. And I'm even open for criticism. Have a great weekend, a great day, and hope you're celebrating fall and enjoying good health. Until next time, this is Dr. Sean Patterson. Thanks.